In the previous video, we showed you how you could make an app that had the ability for people to fill in a form and post job submissions up onto the website. And in this video, we're going to add some more robust user authentication. And so to start with, I'm going to go to my interfaces over here and click my job board interface that I created. It just had a single homepage with a form and a list of the jobs. It's pretty basic. But what we want to do is click up here to our routes section. I'm going to add a new route. I'm going to call this user login, and I want the path to be /user/login, like that. And we've got a page there. And I'm going to create another route. I'm going to call this user sign up, and same deal. I want this to be /user/sign up. So we've got these two extra pages. Now on the user login panel, I'm going to click that over here, click the route. I'm going to click add blocks. I'm going to add a website section. This is just a basic block that allows me to put other blocks inside it. It gives me some padding and things like that. I'm going to add a div inside that block. And then I'm going to add a search for user. I'm going to add the user login block inside of here. So we've got a user login, and we can redirect to the home page when the user logs in. And we click our sign up route over here. So if we choose user sign up, and that'll display this link so people can click that and go to the sign up page. And we'll do the forgot password a little bit later, but that's all we need to do here. If I go back to our user sign up route, I'm going to do essentially exactly the same thing. I'm going to add that website section block, and then I'm going to add a div inside of that as well. And then inside that div, I'm going to add the user sign up block, like that. And this redirect, after we've logged in, after they've signed up, we're going to redirect them to the home page again. And the login route, we're going to click that, which just gives us like another already have an account option there. And I'm going to hit save and then hit publish. And I'm going to publish this, but not click production ready. So I'm going to publish it, and that will only publish to our staging website, not to our production website. And if I click this link here to go to our staging website, I should be able to visit /user/sign up now, and we'll get to our sign up page. And here I can do sample user, sample@sample.com, and we'll do password. And now we're logged in. Now, it doesn't actually show us much on this page because we've just redirected them to the home page, but the user is logged in. And so what we can do is go back to our app, and just to show you that we are logged in, we'll go back to the home page and we'll add a block. We'll just add a custom code block here, just above the job board, and we'll get rid of all of the functionality in here, all of the CSS, and we'll just write a computed object. This is just view 3, and I'm going to write name, and the computed function is going to be this.user.firstname. And in here we're going to write a h1 tag, and go hi name. And I might just refresh because I've done a lot of code, might have stuffed that up. But okay, so we've got hi and there's nothing there. I think I may have got this wrong. It actually needs to be this.sdk.app.user. And if we just refresh that, we should get our user in here. Oh, we're not actually seeing that here because the emulator over here isn't showing us that we're pretending to be a user. So we can emulate in the builder to be this sample user, and it'll go hi sample, and we'll hit save. That just lets us preview what the user would actually see when they're logged in. But let's go back over here and check out our staging website and see if it's updated. Oh, we need to actually publish it, so we'll hit publish. We can write a little note saying that we added the sample user, but for now we'll just go back here, we'll hit here and then hire sample. And what we might want to do as well is add a button to log out. So we might just add a logout button here, and we can add a click with a logout function, and in our methods we will add logout, and I think it's this.sdk dot, better look up the documentation, I actually can't remember this one. Is it auth.logout? Yeah, we actually want that. So we'll go this.sdk.auth.logout, and if you click that button, essentially that will remove the user from the context, and that disappears. Now, one other thing we want to do is we want to click that whole block that says hi there, like hi person's name, and under visibility, if we expand this, we can say we only want this to be visible when the user logged in, and we want to untick that it's visible when the user is logged out. And if we hit save and hit publish, we'll just say updated username, we'll hit publish there, and we'll just click to view our preview again. And you can see here we've got hi sample, we click log out, it disappears. If you go to user/login and we do, can't remember what the email was now, sample@sample.com. I can't remember, let's sign up with a new user. We'll call this example person, example@example.com. We'll sign up, and you'll see here, hi example, and we can log out and log in. Now, that's the basics of having a person log in and log out. Now, what we could do is we could click this form block up here, and we could say that this form block is only visible to people who are logged in as well. And we could add a new block that's only visible to people who aren't logged in, and make it so it clicks and takes them to that user login page. So we could do something like that. We could add another custom code block up in here, and we could add a link. Actually, instead of all the custom code, let's just stick with some of the pre-built things. We'll stick a menu in here. We'll stick a horizontal menu up into the header, and we'll create a menu over here, which is our primary menu. We've already got one there because it would have been built for us. But in our horizontal menu up here, this menu block, we'll choose the primary menu. So we've got that there. And in our menus, we'll add a new menu item, which is login. And we'll change that to be an internal route, and we'll take the person to the login. And we'll add another menu item, which is sign up. And that can obviously take us to the sign up route. We'll hit confirm. We'll get rid of the home page, or actually we'll just rename this to job posts. We'll click confirm, and we can also show or hide this block based on whether the user signed up or not. So let's publish this one. We're also going to push this out to production, and we're going to go to production, have a look, and you can see here's the jobs. And if you want to post a new one, we can click login. We can do example@example.com. Log in here, and now the example person can post a job. Whereas if we click log out, that block disappears. Now, there's lots of other cool things that we can do. We can add permissions to these apps. So if we go to one of these apps, we can also add permissions where you assume these roles if you're logged in, and you also have roles that you don't get unless you're logged into particular specific scopes and things like that. But that's all for another video later on. But that's the basics of adding user login and user sign up to one of your apps and interfaces.